I can't remember the exact timing of the Pride and Shame exhibit, but that was largely led by people in my parents' generation. Frank Fuji, who was an art instructor. I can't remember if he was teaching at the community college then or if he was still at Franklin or Garfield High School. But anyway, he was very involved in that. There were a number of graphic designers in our community, and people, loaned their photographs, and, Kodalith photography, high contrast photography, and blowing up photographs was kind of a new thing at that time. And the exhibit was the wood structures that held up the exhibit were designed with nuts and bolts in such a way that they could be taken down and put up someplace else. And that exhibit traveled all around the region, maybe around the country, I don't remember. But there was a little booklet that went with it, and that came, I think, out of a number of people that were actually educators, public school teachers, counselors, and so on. I think that it was, I can't remember the names of the people that were involved, but it was not a group of movement people that started that. We may have used it or asked that it be placed in various public spaces to have greater visibility, and we might have used it as a point of departure for lectures and presentations and things. But that was very much done by my parents' generation and mostly people involved in education. It was really the forerunner of many, many other exhibits, but I think it still holds. The pieces that they put together and, the images that they showed, the story that they told, it's still, very strong, although many, many other exhibits have been made since then.
Do you remember attending it at all? Or?
Oh, yes. I remember hauling those wooden struts into somebody's pickup, to move it to the next site. And, rehanging the panels and things like that. I don't think I was officially involved. I was probably just a volunteer, but I can still visualize it. And then the Frank Fuji, who was the graphic designer and art teacher, also designed the symbol that became a symbol that was eventually used for redress and reparations. And it was the Issei, Nisei, and Sansei, the first, second, and third generation characters, kind of stylized with a circle with barbed wire around the circle. And that became a symbol of first, second, and third generation Japanese Americans. It was used nationally eventually.